Hey there, Sombrero Time families. We want to invite you back to our second conversation with Evelyn Ruse. And she is a licensed family counselor in the state of California, as well as a psychotherapist and a certified Enneagram teacher. And she has been training our staff in things of self-awareness and emotional intelligence. And so I've invited her into a conversation, and there's been so much goodness that she shared with our staff. We just felt like, gosh, we have to share this with our Sombrero Time family. So we kind of teased you guys on the last episode. If you didn't see the last video, you should really click on it. But we kind of joked about the yawn, which honestly is really socially inappropriate to just be like having a conversation with someone and yawning right in their face. Did I introduce myself? Did I say I'm Ruth Finswade? If you don't know who I am, I've got clinical experience with a master's in special ed, classroom experience with a BCLAD credential, and I started Sombrero Time. So if you're not a Sombrero Time family, you don't know who I am, there you go. Anyway, we're going to talk about yawning. Can you tell us all the amazing benefits of yawning? Because I'm still like having a really hard time with the fact that like we're really not supposed to be yawning in public. Can you talk to that?
Well, I want to talk about that part first, because when I was teaching your staff how incredibly helpful yawning is in so many ways, I just started yawning before I even taught it. And when we were debriefing later, I remember some of the teachers were saying, I thought you were so rude. I couldn't believe you were yawning in front of us. You weren't even opening your mouth. You know, it's just like so offensive to us. We just think it's terrible. And just one other quick little story. I subbed for another therapist that was teaching a college level psychology class. So this one semester I was teaching there, and I'm not a regular adjunct professor, but I learned about yawning after. And I tell you, if I ever have a regular teaching gig like that again, I will invite all the students to yawn before any teaching happens. Because
this is crazy.
I know. If our nervous system is not calm, we can't learn as well. And so yawning is one of those very little known secrets that can help. And so Dr. Andrew Newberg, who has amazing credentials from University of Pennsylvania. I'm going to need to look back and even read to you all of his credentials, and I didn't have that marked. He is a medical doctor, and I can't find it. So we're just going to have to do that next time.
Well, I remember because you were sharing a little bit about it. He's at University of Penn.
Yes.
And he's like nuclear...
internal medicine, nuclear medicine, and cardiology, as I recall.
Yeah. Super smarty guy.
Yes. And so, so sorry, but he has 12 reasons why yawning is good for us. So just 12 essential reasons to yawn. I'm going to read.
Tell us.
Stimulates alertness and concentration. Right there. That's enough. Go for it. Optimizes brain activity and metabolism. Improves cognitive function. So for those of us that are getting up there in years, nice little tip. Increases memory recall. Enhances consciousness and introspection. And we're all about self-awareness. So introspection is the ability to look inside at ourselves and what's going on in there. Lowers stress, relaxes every single part of your body, not just your breathing apparatus, but all head to toe. Improves voluntary muscle control, enhances athletic skills, fine-tunes your sense of time, increases empathy and social awareness, enhances pleasure and sensuality. Who wouldn't want to yawn?
Who doesn't want to yawn? Let's yawn together.
Let's do. Oh, and usually when I teach this, I like to yawn several times. And those who do teach this, I know will say sometimes, you know, if you yawn up to 20 times, But for me, it has to be an authentic yawn. If it's just a
Yeah.
polite, that doesn't count. That doesn't really do
Okay.
it.
Like go big mouth.
Oh,
Go,
big mouth.
go. That's a good one.
And I exaggerate the sound a little bit again when I'm teaching, but yawns are literally contagious. The
Yeah.
mirror sound structures in our brain when we see people yawning, when we hear people yawning. So we want to be contagious with the right things right now. We want to be contagious for a sense of peace and of calm and of connectivity. And so if this enhances our relational abilities, our bodies need to feel safe to be able to learn, to be able to connect, to be able to do so many important things. And yawning is so easy. You can yawn when you're driving in your car. And if you feel like you need to be polite about it, that's totally okay. But we're just going big and bold here because we know that there are a lot of these inhibitions that we have to overcome with yawn. But once you get over it, it's just like so much fun. It's so much fun to yawn in your face, Ruth.
Well, now that I know that it has all these 12 benefits, I welcome it. And it's so funny now in our staff and our teacher development meetings, we're like, bring it on, bring it on, bring on that big yawn. Let's all relax together because we do. Now you have taught us and trained us how much more effective we can take in information and process it when we're relaxed. And that's actually what we're going to talk about in our next conversation with Evelyn. So thank you for joining us today. Welcome your yawns. Welcome your yawns from the people that you live with and you're doing all this togetherness with. And we just want to, again, say thanks for being part of Sombrero Time. Thanks for listening to us today. Don't hesitate to reach out to us and give us some ideas about the topics you want us to cover together. But as we're developing not just Spanish here at Sombrero Time, but the cognitive character development in our children and in ourselves, blooming some new emotional intelligence around things we can do in the house to bring the calm on and bring on the connection. Till next time, hasta pronto.